Got a Waykar PD160B. This is a 25 pint dehumidifier, and I'm pretty sure this has a reciprocating compressor, and it uses R134A refrigerant, which is pretty different from most dehumidifiers nowadays. Majority of the dehumidifiers on the market now are just complete junk. They don't last. It's been that way for quite a few years now. But from what I've heard and seen about this dehumidifier, it's actually pretty decent, so let's hope it lasts. Because a lot of the stuff, like I just said, is just crap nowadays and won't last you 2 years. Got the instruction manual and other paperwork and a rubber plug for something. And here's the top of the dehumidifier and the cord. Let me take this out of here. Got a water hose for the continuous drain option. And here's the dehumidifier. It's got a handle on it. Let me take it out. Here's the Waykar PD160B dehumidifier. Got it out of the box. It's a pretty small unit. It's only 25 pints, but has some good weight to it. And to open this vent up here, you push down there and it's adjustable. Fan speed, I'm pretty sure this has a 2-speed fan. Timer, bucket full indicator light, and then it's got a setting button and the power button. Handle up here. Take a look at the bucket. Yeah, I hope it doesn't roll off this freezer because it's kind of uneven and it's rolling around. Here's the inside of the bucket. Take a look up there. Looks like that's where the water drains into the bucket from. There is the port for continuous drain. And the filter. This has a reciprocating compressor, which is really interesting. Here's the information sticker. Interesting, it says, so the max rated current is 2 amps, and it's rated at 1.2 if it's in a environment that's at 65 degrees Fahrenheit with 60% relative humidity. There's the lock rotor amps, and as you can see, we have R134A refrigerant. This one was manufactured in March of 2023. Alright, let me plug this thing in. Here's the plug. It's got a little plastic protector on it that I have to take off. There's a water hose that connects to the continuous drain thing. And of course that'll go down in the sewer. Got the plastic protector off the plug. I'll put the bucket back in and then I'll plug it in. Here's the float that goes up when the bucket is full. Amps, and plug it in. See if it does anything immediately. Now we get a self-test of the display, and it turns back off. Let's open the vent up and have it facing up so we don't get a bunch of wind noise at the camera. Looks like it doesn't use any power when it's on standby, which is interesting. Usually devices like these with electronic controls, they have a very slight draw even when they're turned off. Alright, let's turn it on. And we'll go to low speed. Compressor started. It is extremely quiet. So what we're pulling right now. I don't know if you can even hear that. That compressor is really smooth and quiet. And our current room humidity is going up. Let's go to, looks like we can go up to 80. I'm gonna go back down again. So yeah, it maxes off at 80 and goes down to 30. The compressor just shut off because I had it at 80, but it should turn back on in a couple minutes because I have it set at 30 now, and the relative humidity in the room is higher than that. And according to this, the temperature is going down. Let's go up to high speed. This thing is extremely quiet, even on high. So that's good that it's quiet. And timer function. It's a 24-hour timer. I'll wait for the compressor to start back up. Here's the current on low speed. It's just the fan running. Let's go up to high. Not much of an increase on high. Power factor. Go back down to low. Power factor is lower on low speed. Yeah, this fan hardly uses any power. Turn it off real quick and I'll show you what the blower wheel looks like. It has a good spin down. Turn it back on. The compressor's running again, and I'm starting to get lukewarm air out the top of this. Sound will probably increase as the compressor comes under load. I just can't believe how quiet this is, and it's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be, that's for sure. That's our power factor with the compressor running. Here it is from a few feet away. Let's go over this way. Now, if you want a quiet dehumidifier, this is it. Now, me personally, I like the sound of a compressor running, so I wouldn't mind if it was a little bit louder, at least the compressor. But yeah, it just sounds like a quiet refrigerator. According to my fluke meter, that's the current room temperature. I'm gonna put the thermocouple in the output vent to this and see how much warmer it is. Sorry you couldn't see that. And it should start going up. A few minutes later, we're at 1.15 amps. Very low power draw on this thing, 125 watts. And we're at 121.2 volts. Output temperature is at 72.3 degrees Fahrenheit, which is pretty much where it should be. The air coming out of this shouldn't be super warm anyway. It's just should be lukewarm. We're at 39% humidity in the room right now. Temperature should maybe drop a little bit with it on high. Yeah, it is a little bit. And we are at 1.18 amps now. That didn't, it really doesn't jump up that much when you put this thing on high. Go down to low again. There really isn't much of a difference at all. That compressor is just extremely quiet. Filter's in all the way. Alright, so far I'm pretty happy with this. I'm going to turn it off and I'm going to put it on the floor and I'll run it for a while and see how much water we collect. Fan runs a little bit after the compressor shuts off and the display stays blue for a little bit. Alright, let me put this on the floor. And for now I'm going to keep it right next to the freezer. I may decide to move it if I want to have it on continuous drain because I'll put it closer to the sewer. But for now I'm just going to use the bucket. And that should be fine over here. Turn it back on. And the compressor just started. Alright, let's let it do its thing, and then I'll check to see when the bucket's full. Here it is a couple hours later, still running. About 46% humidity down here. Still extremely quiet. There is some water in the bucket. Not that much, but it's there. Shake the unit around, you can kind of see it. Well, it's probably hard to see on camera, but there is some water sloshing around in the bottom of that. So it's definitely working.